Well, 7 years it's been, but for those directly impacted and even those who were there, July 7th, 2016 is frozen in time. And this morning, there was a ceremony to honor the 5 Dallas officers who were killed when a lone gunman ambushed officers downtown, killing 3 and wounding 9 others. Today, it was a time to just take a moment for reflection and remembrance to honor the heroic fallen. The night of that ambush, the job of getting real-time information out to the public, which we know is hard, and to the media, it was up to a small group of public information officers within Dallas PD.
Our Ken Molestina spoke to one of them. Here we are now 7 years later, who told you, Ken, that the task was both personally as well as professionally heartbreaking.
Yeah, Doug, many of us who work in the media here in North Texas, we have come to know Monica Cordova as DPD's friendly and now former spokesperson. She left her job as an officer shortly after 7/7, but today, 7 years later, I caught up with her to talk about what it was like that night for her to communicate the horror that was unfolding and realizing that 2 of those 5 officers killed were her personal friends.
We stepped at security.
She hung up the badge and the uniform almost 7 years ago, but not a day goes by that Monica Cordova doesn't think about Dallas PD's darkest day and the officers that were killed that night.
My first assignment that night was actually to go to Parkland Hospital and find out who all was injured.
What she found out and what she saw was something she could not have imagined.
I'm looking at familiar faces, my friends, my colleagues, and they all look like they've been through a war, basically. And I asked, who's injured? And the first 2 names that were given to me were actually friends of mine, people that I share time at the academy or share time in patrol.
Those 2 names were officers Patrick Zamaripa and Michael Kroll. They were names she had to make public at the same time the deadly ambush and subsequent standoff with the shooter was still playing out in downtown Dallas. Then one after another, in what seemed like an endless list, she released 3 more names of the other officers killed: Sergeant Michael Smith, Lorne Aarons, and Dart Officer Brent Thompson.
What was that like to confirm that, put that out there, and it just kept going?
That was probably the toughest thing to have to write. I had just gotten back from the hospital, going to the EOC, and they were telling me, now it's another one, and now it's another one, and I'm trying to, type this up, and I had tears rolling down my face, because these were not just names. These were people we knew. These were people that we worked with, that we loved. And for that to be so real, it's like writing it made it real.
A reality that has taken her time to accept. And any chance she gets, especially on the anniversaries of the ambush, she shares stories about 2 of those fallen officers she knew best with anyone who will hear them. Officer Zamaripa was her academy classmate.
He meant business every time he went out, but when he would smile, it would brighten up a room.
As for Officer Michael Kroll, she says they met during a dispute over how to write a report early in their careers.
We start arguing and keep looking over to see, can we stop now? And then we just started kind of laughing about the whole thing. So.
Do you think about them daily?
I think about them often.
Often?
Yeah, it's, they were great people that were taken too soon.
I want to point something out, because I promised her that I would. We oftentimes only hear about the 5 that were killed, but in fact there were 9 other officers who were hurt that night by the shooter's bullets. They're hardly ever mentioned. Brian New, in a piece that we had earlier today, he did mention it, but I wanted to bring this up to you folks because these officers, as Monica Cordova told me, unfortunately they got hurt trying to save the lives of those 5 that unfortunately were killed that night.
Right, and the overshadowing of the 5 lives lost, but so many people affected by that night.
Absolutely.
And so many people, it was like yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I remember Patrick Zamaripa's dad. I used to see him because he worked at the Tom Thumb that I go to all the time. Yeah, interesting. Ken, thank you so much.
You got it.
It's always good to look back and to remember. Coming up, just